We got to
it's so
share that. We can't
yeah,
hide it. I'd be like,
yeah.
oh no, I don't want to be seen that way. It is a bloody honor to really
Mm.
sit in the mud with somebody and go, welcome to this conversation where today Riley and I are going to be unpacking a conversation about people because business itself is completely revolves around people. The people that come and hang around the business, the people who make the business happen and who are part of delivering that service to those customers. And so we're going to be talking about people in all kinds of ways. A quote that really lights me up around people is that the quality of our lives is determined by the quality of relationships that we have. And obviously, that's revolved around the people we have in our world. So, we're going to be unpacking that today, how it impacts us, our internal world, our external world, how it impacts our personal world, our professional world, and all things like that. So, Riley, thanks for joining me today and getting into this with me.
Yeah, no, keen, man.
Hell yeah. And I must say, looking crisp, sounding crisp. Good to have some upgraded equipment. Hell yeah.
Yes, gone are the days of grainy videos.
Yes. So I reckon let's start in the area of like, I reckon if we just get into a little bit about like what's the people that you've had around you in life in different stages? You don't need to like go direct and like go into names and stuff. Just like notice like the different environments you've been around and we've been around and let's unpack that. What do you reckon?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely, when it comes to myself, I've had a whole range of different
Colorful
friends and
rainbow.
people. Yeah, I'm sure that you already know. Um, yeah, massive range, and definitely, each group that I have been around has had a massive impact on how I operate as well.
Mm,
From being around people that I aspire to learn from and want to be around, just based on productivity, lifestyle, stuff like that, all the way to the complete opposite of groups that would party and take life with a bit of a kickback motion,
mm,
and I'd
mm,
find myself doing the opposite, killing
mm,
that productivity. So
mm.
yeah,
That's
from
a
one end of the
that's
spectrum to the other.
that's an important thing to recognize and appreciate too, because there's two
Yeah,
things there. There's the polarity of also people that are really rocking, doing great things, moving forward with their life. And then there's the other side where it's like it's people not giving a fuck. Just, instead of kicking back, it's more just like, being a hard kick to the head every freaking day and doing, all sorts of things that aren't good for them and good for the people around them.
bad
And
habits.
yeah, and it's I think that's important. And the second thing that you're also sharing there is that you can be in a place that might not be working for you, and you can also move away from that and move to a place that is really working with you, right? So,
Mm.
um, yeah, I think that's important to know that, and it can fluctuate too, to appreciate that as well. Like I've hung around some really cool people, and then the wrong people drew me back in too. So we've got to be careful.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
important.
Yep.
Like,
Holding on to relationships that mightn't necessarily serve where you're at. Or, at that point in life, you could be taking on those people more often, and then it's not really till after that you realize, oh, actually, no, I'm sort of wanting to go in this direction, and they're not serving that anymore. So, no,
yeah,
it's very important to have the right people around you based on where you're at in life and what you're wanting, where you're wanting to go with things, what
damn
direction
right.
you're wanting to take. And I mean, if you're wanting to build healthy habits as well, having people around you that are also building healthy habits or living those healthy habits, just it's so much more helpful. It's almost like you're on autopilot. You just unconsciously start doing these things just because these people around you are doing them. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you remind me of this moment I had with my first life coach, which was so funny. And he was like, mate, like, because I was dealing with, I wouldn't call it addiction, just like using substances at the time, drinking alcohol, yeah, doing a bit of drugs. And I remember my coach being like, bro, y- you're not the hero for showing up to a sesh where everyone's on getting on, and you're sitting there going, "No, I'm not going to take part, and I'm just going to sit back and do nothing." It's like, "What are you getting out of that?" He kind of confronted me with it. And it was like, like, wow, good on you for showing up and not doing anything.
yeah,
And it was it like a
yeah,
I needed to hear that because one thing is showing up somewhere and doing it sober. Like we remember one of the first times we hung out, I was doing that in the nightclub when I was 18, going there, I was dancing harder than anyone else, bloody drinking water all night. And that was awesome. I think that's okay. That can be championed. But when it's a reoccurring thing where it's like, yeah, I'm just showing up and every time's getting harder, just watching everyone do drugs without me. It's like, what are you getting out of that? Like, why are you still hanging out with these people as they're doing this? I think it's an
yeah,
important message on one side because, like, congratulations if you can do that. And also, when are you going to get the message that these aren't your people anymore?
yeah, yeah. You've outgrown them. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah, it's
yeah.
so important. And like, it just reminded me as you were unpacking that of that moment where you're just like, dude, you're not a hero
What are you
for
doing?
doing this. Like, you focus on your business. No, I'm gonna go hang out with them again and procrastinate again. It's like, what the fuck? What are
Yeah,
you doing?
yeah. And that time, like, you're not going to get that time back either. So it's like,
No,
yeah, yeah. I guess it sort of just really comes down to that direction again. It's well, I'm not wanting to drink. Yeah, I'm going out for a dance, and that's great. But what could you be doing instead with that time? The people, the people that you're better off being around. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
where are
No, that's
they?
really important.
Where are they? What are they doing on a Friday night? What are they doing on a
Yeah,
Saturday night?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yep, yep. And
that's powerful.
they're very, yeah, like they are. That those questions are really powerful. Like I feel like everyone should sort of ask themselves, when they reflect on what direction they want to be going in. Where are these people that are currently living that? What do they do on their Friday nights? Where are they hanging
Ooh,
out? What are they
that's cool.
going events? What type of events are they going to? Where can I find these people and start networking with these people that are living how I want to live?
You're you're
I
you're
think that's very
reminding me
important.
of you're reminding me of something, two things with the first thing, it's like, so as business owners, particularly when we're starting out, we might be obsessed with finding people that can be clients, right? But it's also so important to be obsessed with people that inspire us, motivate us, that we want to be friends with, that also support who we're becoming as well. So it's not just about people
Yeah,
who have money, it's also help me find somebody who can help me embody the man, the woman, the human being that I want to
yeah,
be.
that role
That's
model
so
aspect.
it's so
Yeah,
important. And it also reminds me of Russell Brunson's, he talks about it in, I believe it's Expert Secrets, his book. He talks about the Dream 100. And it's like you've got to write down your top 100 people that are similar to your business or in the space that you like and love. And if you were to hang out with them, if you were to do recording with them, if you were to do an event with them in any kind of way, of a podcast, interview, have 10 minutes of their time, whatever, write it down and have that the awareness of that. And you can just start trying to connect with them in some sort of way. And it just
yeah,
that came up for me just then. It's like write that list down. If you're listening to this right now, go write that list, whether it's 100, even if you get 50 or even 25 down, awesome. And then your reticular activating system can start seeking ways to connect with them. Um, so so important, so important to be aware of the people you want to be spending time with. That let's compare the two worlds a little bit. I'll go to the positive side. Like you want to be with people Like I noticed this, like there was a fixer in me. I think we all have like a rescuer or a hero that was like, oh, these people that are struggling, like I really want to help them. I really want to help them out. And like that's okay. I appreciate that. But it's like we can get caught in that. We can get stuck there, right?
Oh, 100%. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink at the end of the day. So, you
Exactly.
know, yeah,
Exactly. And the flip of that is like, so if those people are like, oh, they're really struggling, I can see how they're struggling. And that's the compelling reason why we can be hanging out with them, let's say. The flip can be like, this is for people that might not have many friends that are like, whoa, these guys are freaking doing so well. The flip is like being a little bit intimidated by people. And that intimidation's like, damn, like, whoa, you're doing good. Like I feel called to show up in another way, to just be in your presence. Like, damn, you're doing
yeah. Well,
bits. Like,
it
holy
elevates
moly.
you, doesn't it? It brings you out of that comfort shell, into and people grow, when they're outside of their comfort zone. You know, you can't be complacent and comfortable and expect to grow. You know, you need to be putting yourself out there. You need to be elevating. You need to be growing in
Mm,
a space where you might not feel comfortable to start off with. You might feel a little bit intimidated, you know,
mm,
but that's growth, man. So
mm. Yeah,
yeah,
it's like a mentor said to me once, go to rooms where you don't even understand the words people are saying.
yeah,
And
that's
little bit
powerful.
by
Yeah,
little, you'll learn the words,
you'll
then
learn.
you'll learn
Yep,
the sentences that they're saying, and then that
yep,
you'll learn the ideas that they're talking about, and you'll be able to transmute that into your own life and evolve in that sense. And I remember being 17 years old in a business trainings, and people throwing words around. I have no idea what these words mean. And so, let alone the sentences, I have no understanding of what's going on. But constant exposure, I started to get it. It started to
yep.
land, and then I got to be able to input some really good value of my own that I got to come up with. And so, yeah, exposing ourselves, getting uncomfortable, getting in the unfamiliar is so, so important.
And the repetition
Um,
in that, yeah,
what do
yeah.
you reckon keeps us? What do you reckon keeps us going back to like not so good relationships? Let's just say, or unresourceful relationships, to keep it
Um,
PG.
well, I think an aspect it's definitely the complacency. Humans tend to take the easiest, least sort of path of resistance when it comes to new things. So if
Yeah.
you've already built that rapport, that relationship with someone, you've got those maybe unhealthy habits with that friendship. It's very easy to just jump back into that. It's the I've been messaged by this mate to go out on Friday night. You used to
Mm,
going out every single Friday night. It's you've built that habit. It's almost like an unconscious thing where, hey, I can sit at home Friday night, learning a new skill, building up my business, doing all these
mm,
other things, or I can just go back to what I know, what I've already been doing, what I feel most comfortable maybe doing. Um, don't maybe it's also that FOMO aspect as well, the whole fear of missing out. If I've been out every Friday, I've just been invited to this awesome concert. I really want to go to that. Everyone else is going to that.
mm,
I don't want to be the guy at home on the computer, you know.
mm,
So I think there's just multiple. Yeah, it's a matter of just fear of missing out, the complacency, the easiness of it,
mm,
and it just draws, and then maybe the peer pressure as well. If you've got that friendship circle where they're all going out to that concert, and you're going to be the one person in the group that's not, you know, yeah,
mm.
it's
You don't want
it's
to be
tough.
the odd one out because, like, oh yeah, like the number one fear is public speaking because our biggest fear is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
belonging within the group. So when like these friends are going out and doing things and we're still quite connected with them, every opportunity, it's like, oh, if I choose to work on myself, it's
I'm the
like,
odd one out.
yeah,
You
don't
miss
belong.
out on that, maybe the feeling of obligation. It's I'm obligated to this friend group. I
Mm,
don't want to be on the out. But
yeah.
that is where people find their growth. They find themselves is sitting down and maybe, hey, nah, sorry, can't go out this weekend because I'm going to be at home building.
Mm. And
Yeah,
I think a big cause of that as well is like it's sucks to be true. We're in a world that's got so much ways for us to connect. There's so many opportunities to do powerful things, and there's so much isolation in the world. And so when we're feeling so isolated, it's so easy to go, I've been working all week. I miss just being with someone. Miss just
yeah,
hanging out.
yeah. It's a
And so
valid
it's
point.
easy to go, all right, I'm going to go hang out with such and
Yeah,
such
yeah.
because
And we're
I'm
social.
got,
We're social creatures by nature as well. You know, we're tribal. We're meant to be around other people. We're not um, you know, the worst the worst thing you can actually do to someone is isolate them. It's
mm,
we go crazy when we don't have that social connection. So
we
yeah, it's
do.
very powerful.
We, yeah, we saw that in COVID.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so,
massive
so
one.
much more
Yeah,
mental health things happen there for every single person. I know my own version. I trust you have your own version. Like it was really,
especially
really
being in
big.
Melbourne, the longest lockdown in the world. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we took it on tough. And geez, no, all sorts of colors came out of me during that time. Jesus. And it's sad in a way as well. It's like, fuck, from being alone and isolated, which was condemned by the government, it's like it's really interesting to see how that changed me. I also
mm,
appreciate how much growth came from me as a result of that. I know a lot of change happened in my world, and that was a seeding of that because I think we all can benefit from experiencing pain and overcoming it. I also appreciate that side, and it's also like, damn, holy moly, that impacted me lots, and could have been worse than it was as well. So
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
really
Well, I
it's a
know
really
that
big deal.
during that time, I'd basically wake up, turn the Xbox on, and play it until I went to bed.
Yeah,
You know, I was doing nothing with my
yeah,
life, and it took until maybe like the last 4 months or something where I sort of woke
yeah.
up one day and something just clicked. I was, oh, you know, I can't do this anymore, type of thing. I
What
need
what
to
am I
get
doing?
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
remember. Do you remember it? Like, and days went so fast in that isolation, and
Oh, yeah.
it's just so interesting. Like,
Wait, yeah.
time
Days turned
had
into
no
weeks.
value.
Weeks turned into months. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
remember, like, remember noticing it was dark and it was just like so quick? Do you ever experience that? It was just like, oh shit,
Yep.
no, it's nighttime during
Yep.
that period of time. It was huge. Like, it's just like, oh, it's nighttime. Okay, I'm gonna get some dinner. I'm gonna go to bed soon and live the exact same day all over again. And I think
Yep.
that's a really important message because it's like when we're living in isolation, when we're doing those kind of things, our time has zero value.
Correct.
Zero
Yeah.
value.
It's
Well,
it turns into that, you know, what are you doing with your time? Yeah,
mm,
you know, I know that I built. It was during that the end of that time there that I sort of really honed in on building my morning routine up.
mm,
So getting into a really good morning routine and then carrying that with me for the rest of the day, and just the self reflection because you know you didn't have to worry about other people necessarily. You weren't seeing anyone. You weren't going out. If you were working, you either stuck at home or you couldn't work unless you were a what did they call it, a essential service or whatever it was. You know you couldn't really do anything with your time. So yeah, it was
it's
a very long period
that's
of self reflection.
that brought up something for me to appreciate in this moment. I actually really thank you for sharing that around the morning routine because, like, for me at the time, I realized that's the time I actually started meditating, and that created so
Yep.
much in my world since then. And like, I remember it was like, because I was really struggling during the time, and I was like, if I just get one thing, if my one thing is I do a 10-minute meditation, awesome. I'm doing a good thing. I think that's an important message to, once again, about the people we hang around. Someone we're hanging around every second of every day is ourselves. And a lot of
Mm,
people don't consider that they have a relationship with themselves. And so, what
yeah,
relationship do you have with yourself? And these habits are what we are practicing and demonstrating with ourselves. And I think it's really, really
yep.
important.
And building
Um,
that consistency, like you giving yourself that 10 minutes a day to meditate
mm,
and staying consistent with that, that builds a level of trust with yourself as well.
it
So
does.
yeah, it's really healthy types of habits like that that build that trust up with ourselves, build that healthy those healthy habits and that healthy
Yeah.
space to
Like,
actually get
like
to know
I'm being
ourselves. Yeah.
functional. I'm
Yes.
being functional. I'm building upon my functionality. That's a really, really cool value to have. It also
Yeah.
reminds me of what's come up is like maybe you are doing it tough on your own. Also look at who you're ingesting in life. And so I used to say another, it's a version of what I said earlier, of the quality of our lives is determined by the quality of content we ingest too, the quality of our
Yes.
mind.
Gotta
Because
love
what we're,
David Goggins.
yeah, baby.
Yeah.
When you're constantly downloading information every single day, and if you're just watching junk content every single day, what's your brain made up of? Junk content.
Mm.
And so if you ingest things that are really powerful, really uplifting, really educational, really awesome for the person you want to become and the people you want to hang around, oh my God, you're stepping into being that person. So when you do find those friends one day that are like, oh my God, like where you're like, oh my God, these people are cool. And then you can bring some of that coolness of what you've been learning just by listening to these awesome people. These people are going to feel that and see that, you could say vibration, but like see that part of you and be like, "Yeah, damn, you're cool. I want to hang around with you too." So
Yeah.
I think that's an
Yeah.
important
Doing
message
cool
to really,
things. Yeah.
to drive home with is like, it's really important to go hang around awesome people, and it's really, really important to also add to your own awesomeness in
Yep.
however way you'd like to do that as well. Whether it's, I don't know, if we're really businessy, so we're just learning so much about different business people, but it could be a completely different thing. You want to go hang around doctors, learn so much about medical science, geek out
Medicine and
about it,
science.
and
Yep.
then
Yep.
be able to bring some cool facts and be like, oh my God, this is epic. I don't know. I trust you get what I mean there. Like, yeah, really work on your own uniqueness. I think that's really important.
Yep. Yep. And bring some, like, I think it's very important to also um, bring something unique to that space as well. So and
Yeah.
that's going to come from ingesting all of that knowledge and other people. And I think that's why it's also so important to when you do have these people around you and you do build that circle, everyone sort of contributes their own uniqueness. It's like the
Mm,
classroom effect. You know, you go to school, you're learning in a class, the teacher's asking questions. You might not be thinking, the teacher can write a sentence on the whiteboard and everyone in that class is going to perceive it a different way. So then
mm,
contributing that perception to the class, it's so there's something so powerful about that,
mm,
and having that unique takeaway and hearing someone else's because it's I
mm,
never really thought of it like that,
mm.
and it gives you
It's
that
all
that
adding to
different
perspective.
yeah
Yeah, it's
yeah
all adding to perspective. And oh man, you're sprinkling on very well on some things I'd like to share later. If I get excited, we've got a really awesome opportunity. And damn, you're really seeding that really well. Stop it. But I want to share something. So yeah, Jim Rohn is the motivational speaker who said this. He said, "You are the average of the five people you spend the most time with." And there's
yes
other quotes out there like, "Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future."
mm,
Surround yourself with people who push you to do better.
yes
And Jim Rohn also said, "You become like the five people you spend the most time with. Choose carefully." It's really, really important because, yeah, I remember seeing a video once of these clickers clicking like this. And they're clicking like, and they put one clicker out of balance. And so when all the clickers
Oh,
click to the
yes,
right,
yes. Yep.
the this one is clicking to the left, and it's only one. And they leave it there for a period of time. And over time, these
It starts
clickers,
to, yeah.
which is mechanical, right?
Yep.
It's not an object that
You can't
has,
manipulate it. Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't have thinking.
Yep.
Over time, it just starts clicking like every other thing. And so, whatever environment we're in, we start clicking like that environment. And
Yes.
so, there's two things that come up there. Maybe you're in an
And it's very
environment that,
unconscious until it's not as well. You know,
yeah,
it's that slow creep up, like a
yeah.
nice
And then
scotch.
you're like, oh my God, I've changed. Oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
different now. And
Yeah.
so if you're in a place where you're not really loving the results there and it's not good for you, like to experience a different life, you're gonna have to break up with some friends. It's just
Mm.
true. It's just real. And
You
ultimately
gotta
it's
ask
gonna
yourself,
benefit
how
you.
is this relationship serving me in the direction I want to go in? And also, maybe you're that person that it could be not necessarily an anchor, but maybe you're that person as well. That's, hey man, do you want to go out this week? And you're creating that
You have
pressure
a part to
in people
play.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have the way you're adding to that space too. It's
yeah,
not just because your friends want to go out. It's also you've been joining them. You've been suggesting things. You've been saying stuff,
mm,
and so if it's the not the right chemistry, it's okay. And like, let's be brutally honest, Riley. We've had times of that with each other. Let's just lovingly
oh
say
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And then I love us though, because I know our core, there's such a core part of us that wants success, wants to do the right thing, and wants to do amazing things for the world. And we've always shared that also. And we can get into the mix of other things as well. And so I loved
yeah,
our evolution. And let's just be open with the audience right now. We've had moments where it's like, nah, we need to fuck off from each other. We cannot be around each
yeah,
other, right?
yeah, for sure,
And,
man. Yeah,
and it's been useful. And then like a few months go by and like you're doing cool stuff, I'm doing cool stuff. We go, oi, what are you doing over there? What's happening over there? That's really, really cool. And we connect again. And I really love the space we're in now. I think we're in the healthiest place we've ever been in. Go us. High
yeah,
five to that. And then, and like, I really love that. And I share that also. That if you've got to break up with a friend for a period of time, it might not be forever. It might be giving each other the space that you need to go work some things out, work on yourselves, connect with some different people,
yeah.
and then do some good
You
stuff.
can't preempt the future. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
And I think that's an important message too, as we're talking about this, that it's like, it doesn't mean all's over. It just means you need some space for yourself to go reprioritize, realign to what really matters to you. I
yeah,
love that. I think that's a really,
yeah.
really important thing to kind of close on that idea. Did you have anything else you wanted to share or unpack about that?
Um, yeah. No, I think uh, the important thing is being present is so powerful.
Mm,
So just thinking about right now, not a month from now, a year from now, or necessarily a month ago, a year ago, but just sort
mm.
of where you're at now in those relationships. Are they serving you? Are you potentially holding someone else back? And just focusing on the now, and like you said, giving that space to go and realign, and then if
I love that. I really love
yeah,
that.
just
That's a
being
powerful
present
thing
to it.
to be present. And what comes up in that as well is not need to be absolute. Because oh my
No.
God, we can so do that and be like, fuck you, I'm never seeing you again. You've been fucking my life forever. It's over. Like, no, no, it doesn't need to be that. It can be totally the option can be, hey, I notice I need some space right now to focus
Yeah.
on myself and create the space I really need. And yeah, you'll just notice I'm going to be, yeah, not too chatty as of recently. I'm not going to be going out.
Yeah.
And I'd appreciate if you don't send me any messages on Friday, like asking me to go out because
Yeah, yeah, and I
I'm
think
really
setting
not
bound
trying to do that.
having the boundaries, just having your own self boundaries, setting those boundaries, being honest, and taking that space to reflect, and and grow. It's so important. No one is above you. You don't owe anyone anything. So
Yeah.
I
And
think
no
that's
one's
really
below you either. No one's below
correct. Yeah,
you. These
yeah,
just because these people want to make these choices, they want to go out, have some crazy memories. That's where they're at.
awesome.
Rock
Yeah,
on. It doesn't
yeah,
mean
do
you're
them.
any better or they're any less than you. I think
No,
that's really, really
yeah,
important.
it just
Um,
coming back to now, it might not suit you now. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
exactly. And what comes up as well there, I lost it. Oh, there's something came up and it disappeared on the tip of my tongue.
yeah.
Oh, it was really good. Oh, let's keep going. Um,
Mental blanks.
yeah.
I
Oh, it was
love them.
good. It was good. It was sick. It was like how to. Oh, yeah. There we go. Got it. So I want to unpack. That's definitely edit. I want to unpack the levels of friendship. This is something I was taught years ago, and I think it's really, really important because you can allocate these people on different levels of friendship if you need to at a period of time.
Yeah,
So the levels are you have your chat friends. These are people you might chat with over the phone, chat on Messenger, and just chat with. Just chat every now and then, or comment on their photos, like their photos, something like that. Just the chat level, really basic. Then the next level is activity friends. And these are friends you go engage with different activities with. You can chat with them
yeah,
on the phone, but it's like you're still just like you bond over the activity. And that's where a lot of people get caught in like some unresourceful behaviors become your activities, your habits, and you bond through that. It's like I actually
mm.
don't the it's like I don't connect with you because you are you. I connect with you because you drink alcohol and I want to drink alcohol too. That's a really confronting thing
Or on the flip
for
side, it
I
could be like a gym buddy.
exactly, exactly. It
Yep,
can be a resourceful thing.
yep,
And so they it fit people and things all fit into those two camps, resourceful and unresourceful. And so the activity that yeah it could be really confronting to notice that. I was like damn I connect with you only through drinking. I remember realizing that with some younger no with some friends in my younger times where it was like we would hang out, everyone would come over, and the only thing we'd do is drink and we'd chat. And I was like damn, that's what we're bonding over. It's only drinking alcohol. And it was really
take the
confronting to
alcohol
notice
away,
that
and it doesn't. Yeah,
we're not
doesn't
hanging
really.
out.
Yeah,
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 no one's coming over tonight. They're going to
yeah,
someone else's house to get pissed. It's like,
yeah. Good old
damn.
drinking buddies. Yeah,
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I'm not knocking drinking here, but it's just also confronting to realize that. It's like, damn, you take the
mm,
alcohol away, you take the drugs away, no one's showing up.
mm,
That's big. And so,
mm.
activity friends, I love what you said there. For activity friends, is you might play on a sport team with these people. And you
Yep.
hang out through that, and that's how you bond. Love it. Gaming, that's a big thing too.
Yeah, yeah.
Shopping, holy moly.
Discord group. Yeah,
Yeah. With the more feminine side, could be shopping, it could be makeovers. We just go get our nails done together, or it could be
yep,
coffee. We bond through going and drinking coffee. Doesn't need to be drinking alcohol. And so, activity friends, that's level two, and then level three is, and I think we've always had this. This is why we've always had a strong bond, Riley. Is idea friends. It's where you can share your ideas, what you truly think, what you see in the world, what you want to create. When you can
yep,
bring that to a space, that is a high quality relationship there. So you can truly be you. And like sometimes there might be conflict in that. Your relationship can handle that, but it's like you give space to each other to express that. And it's like, oh yeah, that's cool. We build upon those ideas together.
yeah. You're
When you can
bringing value to the conversation. Yeah,
exactly. And
yeah,
like it was confronting to notice, like with even family members, I don't have access to that level of relationship with some people. It's like, no,
mm,
I can't share my ideas freely because it will just be squashed or
yeah,
not.
yeah. It's the whole people around you that think, you tell your family, for instance, oh, I'm starting a business, I'm going out on my own, and they're, oh, but are you sure, like how, you're going to be doing it tough for a little while? What if it doesn't work out? It's
Yeah.
that space of doubt.
Yeah.
And it's because
They
family,
want to keep you
especially,
safe. They want to keep you
exactly. They
safe.
want to look out. They're looking out for you. They're not necessarily doubting you. They're looking out for you, and they
Mm,
want to keep you in that safe bubble. But
mm,
we know that you do most of the growing outside of that safe bubble. So sometimes
exactly.
it's not always great to have your family in that
Yeah.
circle. Yeah.
Like ideally, no matter what, it's like, even, like if my child would come to me, I know my first words would be, if they're like, "Hey, I'm going to start a business," I'd be like, "Oh my God, tell me more about the idea." And I want
Mm,
to have that openness for them to express ourselves and really get into
yeah.
it. So I think that's just an important thing to really press as well. And maybe my opinion might be, "Hey, that's a really difficult thing." Or I might even think, I know that doesn't work, but giving them the space to express it, geek out about it,
So important.
validate, champion,
Yeah.
and even
Yeah.
help them try. And if it doesn't work out, it's like, we tried our best, but it didn't work out. Having that
And
openness is
sometimes,
so important.
failure is growth. Like, hey, I failed. Every time you fail, you learn why. So then next time you
Yeah.
do it, you're going to do it differently.
Yeah.
And I know that Steve Jobs, before he passed, spoke a lot about his failures,
Mm.
and how many times he tried to bring Apple to market and didn't get there, and how many businesses he had before that that didn't make it.
And in
Um,
between it, when he
and in
got
between,
kicked
yeah,
out.
correct, yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's failing. And I think we're taught this a little bit as well from a young age, that if you fail at something, it means that you're not good at it, or you didn't get it. And
Mm.
I think it's so wrong to look at failing
Mm.
like that. I think
And let's
seeing it.
expand upon that quote you just said there, because it's really, really important. Because something you said there that came up for me, it was like, if you fail at something, you're not good at it.
Mm,
Therefore, I should stop doing it.
right.
That's the assumption
That's
that's
the
freaking
narrative. Yeah,
spread.
yeah.
It's, if you fail at something, yes, you're not good at it. And to get good at it, I must commit to continuously embracing that
Right,
failure and
right. The whole
trying
practice makes
again.
perfect mindset.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what's that? That's the general presumption. Okay, if I fail at something, I'm not good at it, and therefore I should not continue.
Right,
Isn't
right.
that
And that's
such a
why I love the
common
quote.
belief?
Yeah, yeah. And that's why I love the quote that failing at something is better than never having done it at all,
Yeah.
because you've taken that action. You know,
Mm,
it's acting on something and failing at it is better than not acting on something and regretting it later.
yeah.
And so
And I
fail,
heard,
fail, fail all day long. Learn
yeah,
from those
fail
failures
forward,
and fail
fail
forward. Exactly.
forward.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like failure, to fail is fuel, or failure is feedback. There's all those
Mm,
quotes that can be out there. There's so much juice and sustenance in it. And so, like, yeah, encourage, when it's so interesting when your friends fail, talking about people again.
yeah,
How do we want to encourage that? We want to go, "Oh wow, damn, what'd you learn?" Get
yeah,
into the meat with it. "Oh, that
yeah.
sucks. Yeah, that's heavy. Tell me what happened. Like, what'd you learn? How are you going to approach it next time?" Rather than be like, "Oh,
Exactly.
yeah, never do that again."
Yeah.
Like,
You
fuck.
look like an idiot. What are you doing?
Yeah, you fucked
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you're no good. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. And that's
yeah.
having the circle that lifts you up in that failure
Mm,
and moves you forward is so much more valuable than having that circle that looks at you as, oh, you failed, you shit at what you
laugh at
do.
you.
Just stop there, laugh at
Mm,
you. Exactly.
mm.
Um, yeah, it's so important being around that right circle.
It's, it is. And it reminds me of another thing with friends and the people around you. Simon Sinek talked about this, and it's like,
Love Simon Sinek.
ne-
Yeah.
yeah, he's so good. He said, never, never just give, like, stop the opportunity to give your friends the gift of sitting in the mud with you. I
Mm,
think that's so important because, like, to be in your corner, and when you have people that genuinely, will have your back in that. Like, I understand if you feel like they won't have your back because they haven't. That's not a cool place to share those parts.
mm,
But never, like, it's so important to, like, really tell our friends where we're at and share, like, dude,
Yeah. If you're going to be
I
around
messed
someone
up.
at their best, you got to see them at their worst. And yeah,
Yeah.
you
We
know,
got to
it's so
share
important.
that. We can't
Yeah.
hide it. I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh no, I don't want to be seen that way. It is a bloody honor to really
Mm,
sit in the mud with somebody and go, dude, this sucks.
mm,
Like, you don't need to have it all together tonight. We don't need to just be in fucking happy families all the time. Like, when things are tough, we're in the tough and we're in it together. Like,
yeah.
when you have that established and clear in a relationship, even with like business clients as well. Like, dude, I don't
Yeah.
want to be
Yeah.
talking about
Fine. Yeah.
all the happy times. It's like, when things are tough, let's get into that. And when you
Mm,
have that as like a value of yours, oh my God, so many people are going to be like, oh, you're the best friend ever.
yeah.
Because you don't only handle my like just good times together. You handle the toughest times and you're with me through it. Like, that's bloody powerful.
Mm,
Mm,
yeah. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. So
big
important. And it
stuff.
shows you who truly belongs in that circle as well. You know, it shows you your real friends, the people that will sit in the mud with you, that you know, they'll see at your worst type of thing, and stick around
Mm,
regardless. And that's, yeah, it shows you who does belong around you compared to the people that, like you said earlier, they're just there for the alcohol, or they're just there for the good times. And then when you have a rough patch, they will flake away. You know.
yeah, they disappear.
Yeah.
Like, I heard someone one of my retreat recently. He was like, it was interesting. There was always kick-ons back at my place, but as soon as we ran out of alcohol, everyone left.
Mm,
It's just so true. So many people experience versions of that. And I, it also reminds me of a Jordan Peterson quote that I'll get into. Uh, it's also, you need to have friends who handle the good moments really good too. Because he talks about like how some friends can get jealous, some friends can
true.
just like
True.
under hype you and
Yeah.
just kind of
Yeah.
be
The whole
like,
envy. Yeah.
yeah. And like, that's what something I really appreciate about you, Riley. Like, our entire relationship, you've championed me and you've seen the best of me. And I really appreciate that, man. Like, the seeing me in the MCG in front of all these people, like, you've said that to me for our entire friendship. And like, stuff like that, that's encouraging me, the best in me, that way. It's been so important. And I also notice, like, with just different friends, it's like I'll share something awesome and they're just like, no energy for it, no
Mm,
encouragement, no championing, just sitting on the sidelines as well, just like not sending me a message being like, hey, you're doing a good job. They look at my story, but they don't be like, dude, well done. It's just like, it's just interesting. It's just interesting feedback. Because if I saw
yeah.
anyone that I've grown up with doing cool things, my first thing would be like, dude,
So you.
what the
Yeah.
hell? This is
Yeah.
epic. I remember I messaged this guy. He was having some hard times in high school. Like, oh my God. And but he's like turned around and built like a what is it? An insurance company with his brother, and they like go and do like trips
Yeah. Right.
every quarter with all their people. And it's like really, really cool. He's created a really cool thing. And I know this is a guy I would have never expected to do this in high school, but he's doing
Yeah.
it. And I was just like, man, this is sick. I just messaged him like, bro, what the hell? I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you. This is epic. And like, we don't necessarily have a relationship, but I want to champion that quality in me. And then generally, like, that's how we got to handle when people are doing good. People are rocking out. It's like, dude, I see you, man. This is
Yeah.
sick. Well
Yeah.
done.
100%, man. Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. It's so important. And I think it also, the whole just having that good karma as well. Just being a genuinely good person, you know, when someone is doing cool stuff, you know, they're an insurance company like that. That's not an easy feat, especially in today's world. So when someone does crack that code, I think yeah, definitely championing them for that, putting them up for that, and just really giving them a good pat on the back. Like, yeah, this is awesome. Like, and another thing is, how did you do it? You know, like that's
Yeah.
if you're
Go to the
someone that's wanting to
idea.
start, yeah, if you're someone wanting to start an insurance company, that's someone you can learn from.
Yeah.
So just coming across mediocre, or I want to start an insurance company. Oh no, he's just gone and done it. Oh, how did he manage to do that? Bugger him, type of thing. It's not going to move you closer to where you want to be. So
No.
yeah, it's yeah,
And
giving your opinion.
it's not believing in abundance. What you just
Yes, that
mentioned
too.
there.
Yeah,
It's really important. Like abundance is so, so important. And like it's not the woo-woo spiritual version I'm talking about, which is cool. I like that as well. But the more just like I think functional belief around abundance is we live in a world where there's so much. There's so
mm,
much people, there's so much money, there's so much food, there's so much access to all things. And there's a way to go and get it. And when you see somebody doing that, rocking it, having the things you want, these are examples of people you want to go hang around. And it's
exactly.
like,
Yeah,
it's not
you
all
want to
for
learn
them.
from those people. Yeah,
You can get a piece of the pie too. So go check it out. Go have some
yeah,
crumbs and be like, oh, I want a slice now. Get yourself a slice. And so, no, I think that's a really, really important message too. And I just want to validate us right now. I'm loving this conversation. This is awesome. I'm having lots of fun.
yeah. That's a good one.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, it's powerful. And I think I want to conclude because oh my God, this conversation's had so many layers. I'll conclude the four levels of friendship. We got to the ideas friends, which is yeah, where you can share your ideas openly. They're
yep,
welcomed, encouraged, built upon, championed. Lastly, is a true friend. And a true friend is like you can bring it all.
mm,
You can bring your downs, you can bring your ups, you can have phases as we talked about earlier where things aren't working so we can have space but we can trust we can have that space and everything's going to be okay. It's yeah, bringing the roughest parts of ourselves, bringing the best parts of ourselves, and having space for that and being two human beings on a journey together. I think that's true friend, true connection. And like I think through life I might have only ever had like maybe three or four of those, like
mm,
truly. And like if you start telling yourself right now, like, I don't know if I have any true friends, I've also felt like that at times too. So, like, but it's the goal. It's the goal to aspire for that and just have that person that truly has your back. And I will say, Riley, I consider that to be you to be one of my true friends. Like, we've been through hell and back together.
yeah, yeah. I don't
Together
think.
and at each other,
Yeah,
and we've still managed
yeah.
to be here, talking the way we are, connecting the way we are, and championing each other the way we are. And so, I just want to thank you for being one of my true friends.
No, yeah, no. Thank you too, man. Appreciate it.
Little
Yeah.
little like moment,
Cool.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
And so, that's the four levels of friendships. Now, holy moly. Is there anything we could add to where we just went that we missed or anything? Hmm.
Um, I think we covered it all.
I think we
I think we
concluded that
covered it.
really, really well.
People, environment, energy, uh, growing, learning, maybe challenging, having that person that you can bounce
Mm,
the ideas off, you can challenge each other with. Um, Experience, role models.
mm.
Uh,
Levels of friendship, we concluded that. So let's
yeah,
go
yeah.
into, let's go
Perception. Yeah,
into, yeah, I think we nailed that. So go us.
yeah.
Go us. The next thing I think we wanted to talk about was people for our business, because we're very business orientated beings. And a
People
big
buy
thing a
people.
lot, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's also so important to be aware of your person. And like,
Mm.
I remember when I first heard the idea of like an avatar and a niche, I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And honestly, I didn't pay enough attention to it. I said, oh, I need to have one of those. But it's like I really didn't give enough care to it. And so something that I created was the 5 Ps to help pick a niche. I think it's really helpful for when you're starting off in your business to be aware of these 5 Ps. And I just thought we could unpack that today. So the 5 Ps are passion, pain, profit, presence, and proof. And so passion is, could you talk about this every day without getting bored? Pain is
Mm.
this a problem? Is the problem painful and urgent enough that people pay to fix it? Profit is, can these people afford to pay you? And is there real money in it? Presence is, can you find them and show up where they already gather? So you present in the environment or space, or can you be?
Yep.
And
Yep.
proof. Do you have a result, story, or edge that makes you believable here? And so
Mm.
I think that's really powerful. And like, let's unpack that a little bit. So, passion. Why do you think it's so important to be passionate about the niche that we're in?
Um, well, I think it comes down to nobody really likes doing something they don't like doing, you know?
No.
It creates resistance, resentment. It's, no, nobody, yeah, you're not going to stay in it long,
Oh,
or at least you're not going to be putting your full self behind it.
yeah.
I always
Because
say
there's
to
always
myself,
hard days. There's always
yeah,
hard days
yeah,
as well.
yeah,
And
it's longer.
there's always
There's
parts of us that are
You're not going
like,
to be
oh,
excited. You're not going to be happy with it.
mm,
It's that mediocre state.
yeah. But there's
And I
also
always,
something that lives within you. It's like it's
yeah,
in you and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
there and
So
like,
you might be doing
oh,
this, but then your body is just burning to be doing this, and
yeah,
you're going to get conflicted pretty quickly.
yeah.
I always tell myself when I come up with a new product or idea or something that I want to be doing, would I buy this myself?
Mm,
Am I passionate about it? Is it That's a big thing for me, because if I don't have that passion there, then I'm not going to be able to get my full self behind it. I'm not going to be the person buying it, so then nobody's going to buy it from me because I have no conviction.
mm,
I think passion is massive. You
yeah,
have to love your craft. That's why carpenters are carpenters, painters are painters. If you run a business, you love your business, you put your full self behind it. Yeah,
yeah.
passion's
That's
massive. Yeah,
it's huge. Like a big thing for me is like, are you willing to do an all-nighter for it?
yeah.
Like that's been really huge for me. Now I'm passionate about sleep as well. Like, oh my God. But like if it requires me to, I'm willing to show up for my business and show up at either early hours or go into late hours.
Mm,
Or go into early hours, I could say. And so like stuff like that's really important about passion. Like could you spend all day doing it?
yep,
All day. And so
yep.
it's so interesting relating
Can you
back to
go
that
weeks
COVID
without
moment.
can you go weeks without getting paid for it? No, those results don't come to you.
Yeah.
You're hammering it and hammering it and hammering it, and you might not be getting
That's a
those
big one.
results at first, and sticking with it, knowing that the results are going to come. It that reward will be there at the end of the day. But I'm passionate about it now to get there is so
Mm.
important.
That reminds me of another thing about passion. It's like because we go through roller coasters of life in our
Mm,
experiences. It reminds me of like my last 9 years of really being dedicated to business and being in my 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 entrepreneurial stage. Um, there's been moments where like I've been in down periods, but it's interesting to notice in the down periods what really captured my thinking, what was always coming back up for me is like, I need to get back in on the horse. I need to get back into business. I need to start creating content. I need to
yeah,
start putting myself out there again. That even in the down periods where things might not be, you might even not be doing anything because that can be a period of time. It can happen.
yeah, yeah.
Is it still the thing that you come back to? You're like, this is what I want in my life.
Whether you're
That
walking or crawling or running, are you still staying consistent in wanting that? Yeah,
Yeah, is it
100%.
the
Yeah,
thing that still burns a fire within you? And I think that's
yeah,
passion. It's like I
yeah.
want this so much. And then passion evolves as well. Like I think that I was heading to that earlier. I was mentioning like you might be so passionate about one thing within like what you're doing. Like, for example, I've been a life coach. I've really loved that. But over time, quite honestly, going really deep with people and getting into like really traumatic conversations, like it's not that it's hurtful, it's like a lot of energy to be with somebody on that level. And I used to do
Takes
it
it out of
like,
you.
yeah, I used to do it
Yeah.
40 hours a week. Like,
Yeah.
and that was
Draining. Yeah.
heavy. And
Yeah.
so I've changed how I work with people now. I love what I get to do now with working on people's dreams and their businesses. I love that. And I have the space to go deep and experience those deeper conversations. It's just what is my preferred state of working in? And
Yeah.
that's my passion. I'm still
Having that
serving
freedom.
people.
Yeah.
I'm doing good things. It's just through a different lens. And I remember at first I was like, is there something wrong with me for wanting that? And it's like, no, my passion's evolved. It's changed.
Mm.
And even working one on one with people and then going to wanting to work in groups. It's like, okay, I want to do one on one less. I want to work in groups. And that's really, really awesome. Do
Yeah.
my passionate scale. I think it's important to notice that passion evolves. It doesn't just like stay the same.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Well,
Yeah.
it'd grow as you grow, and I think what you said there about sort of questioning yourself on it as well, and having a little bit of doubt, and reflecting on, is this really what I want? Like, I love doing this, but now I'm moving into more of this, and is that okay? I think
Mm,
that checking in with yourself and having those moments of self reflection and questioning, where you're at and am I still passionate about it, and evolving and growing with that is so important
mm,
because
Is
you don't
this
want to get
still,
stuck. You don't want to stay
yeah.
stagnant in that one place, because then you build the resentment, and it can go that way as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you can really dull your flame by not giving it the space to evolve and change. That's
yeah,
really,
that's
really
it.
important. And so, yeah, you may have a passion for wanting to do something. That something, there's layers to what that is, and you can still experience that something in other ways. I think that's really, really important. When directly went from, yeah, life coaching to more business mentoring, I'm still serving people. I'm still making impact. I'm still working with people one on one. It's, but it's just in a different light now. And so if you come to a stage where this passion that you've been doing for a certain period of time isn't working for you, ask yourself the question, is there another way I can experience this that I would really love, which would be
Mm,
amazing for me? And
mm,
so yeah, not only did we cover like, yeah, figure out what your passion is there, but also the growth journey of it too, that they can change, it can mold in different ways. That's freaking cool.
yeah,
Now
yeah, definitely.
let's talk about pain. Talk about the pain to fix the problems and the urgency to do it. And this matters so, so much because
Mm,
a big thing that we are as business owners and service providers is also solution providers.
yeah, problem
We're here
solving.
to
Yeah.
solve a problem. And that
Yes.
naturally assumes, well, it naturally locks in, there's a better word, but I can't think of it right now, but it naturally makes a problem have to exist. And people
Opportunity.
need, yeah, people need that problem be so painful that they are willing to pay for it. I was like,
Pain
I'm
points. Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done experiencing this life this way. I'll do whatever it takes for this to no longer be a part of my life.
Yep.
And when you
And
can
that's
have,
also when it comes back to that path of least resistance as well. That's why convenience stores exist. And creating that conveniency and uh, ease of access, making things quicker for instant gratification, like stuff like that is very much made up of today's world. So having to do
so many
things the
businesses.
slow, dull, boring way, people are phasing those things out. And if you can find a more efficient, quicker, easier way to do something and eliminate pain points, like it could be someone struggling with something, or it could just be that my way is quicker, or more
Yeah.
efficient. Um, yeah,
And it's
finding
where
those
these
pain points.
niches can be so specific
Oh
in
yeah,
one little
yeah,
area and be massive and be
yep,
such a huge thing. Like I
yep.
remember this was weird. the other day I was listening to an Alex Hormozi video talking about a guy's business. He's a defense contract business making $500 million a year on a system that helps the defense track fences because
Right.
they're finding borders and fences of areas, and that helps the defense force move in the way that
They're
they need
patrolling.
to.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Who knows? They might be going on site for someone. They need to know where the borders are of this property,
Yep.
and they got to go in there and do some crazy stuff. I'm not sure what they're going to do with it, but just tracking fences, and it's like the best
So
software
simple. Yeah.
at
Yeah.
tracking fences. But it's just like $500 million to
Not
track
bad. Yeah.
fences. Like that is
Jeez.
so unique and so specific, but like, well
Yeah.
done.
It's
So your
obnoxious.
thing
Yeah.
could be like this teeny thing for businesses, for people. And if it solves a big enough problem that they really need help with, that's an incredible solution. It's like people could pay you billions and
Bang. You're gonna.
millions
Yep.
of
Yep.
dollars.
Yep. And I think that's why, we talked about knowledge earlier and
Mm,
ingesting knowledgeable content, building up your skill set in something, reading books, stuff like that, having that knowledge of, hey, the defense force tracks their boundaries and fences. You're not going to know that just off of general knowledge. Someone's done their research on that, and then they've discovered a problem with it, or maybe a more efficient way of doing it, and there you go, $500 million business.
boom,
Yeah,
boom, shakalaka. Like, no,
damn.
it's truly nuts. And being exposed to different ideas in that knowledge sense, you're gonna see so many different ways things can be done. And it's gonna help you understand the different ways you can do the different things you want to do with your passion. And then also really, I think for pain as well, go out there and really get interested in your people and know
Yeah,
this pain back to front. So when you're communicating with people, about your service, etc., you're just so aware of like the pain they're experiencing in their life. And like, I think it's important in sales calls to kind of twist that knife in a little bit, just a little bit. Just be like, isn't that hurting a lot? Well, here's the solution. It's important to know that.
well,
It's
I
an
think it's
influence
important to
skill.
also think outside of the box as well when it comes to that. Like, you got your like, say you've got your 3 pain points, 5 pain points, whatever it is, the most common things that people are complaining about. Having that outside of the box of going through the process yourself and discovering those pain points as well for yourself from a different perspective. That's, you
Mm,
can get on that sales call and you can also sort of educate that person and say, well, hey, I noticed that you're complaining about how slow this process is for you, but what about just the ease of access navigating the UI or something like that? They might not have
mm.
thought about it, but you've brought it to their attention. And then that's just another pain point that then you can that they can then see, and it's another reason for them to take you up on your offer, and they might not have even had that realization themselves.
I like that because you can also not only utilize the pain, you can also reframe it for them
Mm,
and help them see it in a more resourceful way. And then by being that level of support, then also being like, and I can also take the pain away and be like, oh damn, okay. You helped me understand that it's not as painful as it may be, but you've also told me you'll just remove all the essence of pain in the first place. Hell
yeah,
yeah. Thank you very much.
and we love
Um,
that. Yeah.
yeah, we do. So let's go to the
um,
next one. Can
yep.
people afford to pay you? And is there real money in it? That's a really,
Profit.
really big one.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The
Yes.
nitty gritty cash money.
Yes. Well, that guy who went to the Defense Force for fences, damn, there's definitely profit there. Holy
Mm.
moly. And so,
Especially the states that spend something ridiculous like $3 trillion a year or something on their defense force. So big
yeah,
budget.
yeah,
That's a
a
big
crumb
pot.
of that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yummy. You're feeding your family for a lifetime with that. And so, it's so important to pick people in your niche that have money, right? Like it's why you can. like I really love people that work with children and do really cool things with children. And there's ways to go about it, but particularly working one on one with kids is really, really tough because you're not working, you're not going through the you're not going through the child to get the money. Obviously, you're going to be talking with the parents, and
No,
so it
for the
can be
parents, yeah.
quite yeah, it can be quite difficult. And I also notice if you do really want to make an impact on youth, you can also do it through schools and get paid by the school as well. There's really
Yep.
cool ways
You
to
got
do
different
it.
channels, finding those different channels of
But
your
like,
business, because you can love something and be great at it, but if no one's willing to pay you for it, you don't have a business.
no, exactly
Yeah.
right. You just have this
Yeah.
cool thing. And like with it's similar with the with working with youth analogy, people do that with just areas of life or with certain niches. It's just like you're going after people who do not have money. It's like I'm a financial advisor going after people who are broke. It's like what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What? They
Yeah.
don't have the finances to help.
For you to advise. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like oh,
Yeah. Having that
it's
avatar, that ideal client, being a financial advisor, well, maybe I should go work with mortgage brokers so that they can advise people on how to better go about their mortgages. Like finding someone that works within that financial field that already has that money coming into them, and then capitalizing on that. For instance, like once again finding those channels, and I guess that brings us to presence.
yeah. It's the presence is being around people that you can genuinely connect with as well. And obviously, we're all connected online. So doing business has never been easier with
Mm,
the world we're in today. But it's also how much exposure can these people have with you? Do you have the places that they can come hang around? It's like so important like for a lot of online creators, like create communities, create levels of access to you that go deeper and deeper and deeper so they can experience that presence with you. And you can also have that presence with them. And like if you are like us, you're looking for people on social media. Where on social media do they hang out the most? And are you present there? Are you putting yourself
yep.
out there enough? That's a
Yep.
really, really important thing.
Yeah, well, that's just talking back on my property maintenance business. One of the first things I did, and people go about it different ways. Some people buy into a Jim's Mowing franchise, and they're around that. For me, I started off myself, and what I first did was I got into the Facebook community uh, groups. So I was living in Frankston. So the first thing I did is I got on Frankston community notice board, and all the locals that live in Frankston are going to be there. So putting up a, hey, this is my offer, this is what I'm doing, does anyone need this? I'm automatically targeting my local area, targeting the people around me, and that's where they're going to be. And I picked up quite a lot of work just going through the local Facebook pages, or I
Yeah.
could really niche it. And Frankston actually had a looking for a gardener page,
Mm,
and so, even just targeting that. And sometimes it can be a little oversaturated in your
mm,
niche. And I think being present in finding groups that aren't quite oversaturated, but also have people from that space in there, you compete,
yeah.
you got that healthy competition. And
Yeah,
I think,
you need that uniqueness as well. If
yeah,
it's just oversaturated, it doesn't work. And it also
no,
reminds me of something Gary Vee said, which is about how local ads are some of the most powerful things. And so,
mm,
if you're in a local area, approach those local communities in
yep,
in those different ways. And also, it made me think if you're like me, I'm all over the world. Like right now I'm in Nagasaki, Japan. I don't speak Japanese, so I can't I can speak a little bit, but I can't do enough to make some business happen, right? And so for me to do local ads here isn't probably the wisest, right? But it made me think I can still target different parts of the world and even maybe do specific things for local communities. Like, hey, I'm helping out the suburb of Mornington or I'm helping out the city of Melbourne, and I'm doing a local ad just for you guys. You can still tap into that local market
Of
from a
course you can.
different place
Yep.
just by targeting them in a specific way.
Yep.
Um, I remember if anybody is like an online presenter, a way you can do that is just involve like, okay, I'm gonna on my funnel, I'm gonna have London's time, the US time, and Melbourne time, for example, on that, so everyone knows when I'm going to be live. And then I'm going to do local ads that specifically say Melbourne time, specifically say London time, and specifically say US time for the different categories and
You're
target those
speaking to
ads
those
directly
people.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're
It-
separate ads.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
separate. Yeah.
Yep. It's not like I'm reading, oh, Harry McGowan's going live at 11 a.m. UK time, and then I've got to do the calculation on what time that is to me.
Yes.
You're not speaking directly to me. I'm reading an ad that you've written for people in the UK. So having that aspect of targeting people where they live and having that content accurate to where you're targeting those people, yeah, that's
It's
gonna make
important.
it's gonna make a difference. It's important, yeah,
Yeah. And like,
because they
and
get that
then
personalized. You've personalized that ad for them. So yeah,
yeah, you could take it the step further and personalize the funnel, but if you just did the funnel as just like you had all the three times there, people are taken care of as well.
they still get it.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be all G. So yeah, I just think that was a cool layer to presence to
Mm.
add there. And then so yeah, can you find them and show up where they already gather? And then next is proof. Do you have a result story or edge that makes you believable here? And I think to drive this home, I think this will be a really cool way to answer that. Like, I remember when I first started out, I really wanted to help create a world rid of cancer. And it's still one of my biggest values as a cancer survivor. And so, something I did in the beginning was help people quit smoking. For the time, like, I never smoked ever at the time. And what happened was, I don't smoke now. I do not smoke cigarettes at all. uh, at the time, I was like, but I have a big enough reason why I want to help contribute creating less cancer in the world, and helping people quit smoking is an awesome way of doing that.
Mm.
And so I didn't necessarily have the actual overcoming cigarettes story, but I had such a passion for the area. And so people wanted to work with me, and I developed the skills to help people quit smoking. And I helped someone quit smoking in 45 minutes. Never smoked a cigarette to this day. And
Yeah.
so
Wow.
I I really I think it's important that you've got the proof, but it doesn't necessarily need to be like the exact proof as well. It can just be like an edge that makes people go, "Damn, this person's passionate about this area."
Yeah, and
And
I think those other four P's also play their part in providing that proof. You like you're saying, you've got that passion down.
mm,
Um, if someone's paid you for it, then the profit has validated it. If you've got those pain points there and you've got the
so
solution
aware
to
of
that,
them.
that's
Mm,
proof in the pudding as well. And then of course the results. You help someone quit. That's proof as well.
yeah.
So yeah, I think they sort of all tie into that. But no,
Learning the
those
P's will add to that proof and add to that edge that you have. And I think,
mm,
yeah, I also want to add that look, I had the passion to want to help people quit smoking. I also needed the tools to be able to support them as well. And
yeah,
so that's what gives us the edge. So you might have the
yeah,
passion, the heart, but if you've got no way to actually make the impact with that passion, that's really, really important. And
it
it's all
breaks
just
down.
a skill,
Yeah,
though. If you've got the
yeah,
passion, you can learn the skills to help you get there
right,
and have
right,
that proof as well. And
yeah.
work, as you said earlier, work for weeks, not getting paid, actually delivering and getting results. And then later, people are like, all right, this
It
guy's
builds that
legit.
validation and that value. And
Mm,
once people stop asking if you can help them, and they start asking when can we start, that
yeah.
is that gives you that proof as well. Um,
Mm.
so yeah.
It's good sales skills to get there. Yeah, exactly right.
Mm,
So I reckon that. was a phenomenal conversation today, man. Covering relationships in our life, and then the relationship we have with an avatar niche client to support us in our world, our personal world, and then also unpacking how to really develop our professional world. That was freaking awesome, and I just want to say thank you for this conversation, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, thank you. It was really good. It's yeah, it's one thing I'm sort of left with is, um, especially just talking about what we spoke about, is like gaining the clarity, because like you can have an idea, but it's not until you actually act on the idea and you get that truth of the idea start and the clarity around it starting to come to you from the actions that you're taking.
Mm,
It's yeah, it's really important to just stick with that, and until that, just keep acting until you get the clarity around, okay, is this working, is it not, and just keep failing forward until it does, or it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't work out and you scrap that idea and you move on with the next. But yeah,
yeah,
no, really
the
good
pa- the
conversation. Yeah.
the passion remains the same. And for
Mm,
those who may be curious about being around some really cool people and having some really great role models and really great friends, that you can really belong in a place where you feel like some really powerful conversations are happening, some incredible opportunities are there, and the results of those around you and your own results are extraordinary. I've just come up with a really cool thing called Millionaire Mastermind. In
yes.
this day and age, I think it's never been easier to make $1 million in business. And so we've created a collection of these incredible people and this space where, yeah, we can come together. It's on a Thursday every fortnight where we hang out and we have a bit of like a space to talk each other's businesses, and it's a mastermind like experience where we all come together and share how we see this business can evolve,
Mm,
and run all different quarterly events as well, where we do that at scale across 2 days rather than just a Thursday evening. And there's all these other bonuses as well. And if you want to learn more, simply click the link in the description of this video, check it out. And I look forward to seeing you and rocking out with you in the community.
yeah,
So,
and it's such an amazing offer. I mean, get around it. You got people to challenge you. Your environment influences your future. Your actions will
mm,
determine your future.
mm,
So having the conversations that matter, having the people around you in a circle that matters, and the standards that you ultimately accept today will become the life you live tomorrow. So such an amazing offer. I encourage
thanks, man.
anyone that's serious about their business or starting a business to really take it up and get around it.
Yeah, and I love that. And you reminded me of something. Uh, we also choose carefully as well. We don't just accept anyone in the space. We want to create this space to be really, really incredible and excellent. And so I trust you have some amazing things that you've got to bring to the world and you want to give to the world. And if you're a match for this community and you want to be around these people, click the link below. And I look forward to seeing you there. But that's it from us, guys. Thank you so much. See you later.
Catch up.